Welcome to Shepherd Family Life's Fatherhood Friday, episode number 2, Kingdom Legacies. This week I want to continue on the theme of Proverbs 22:6 with a couple stories about children that saw their fathers doing kingdom work and followed in their footsteps. The first story is about Pastor Hussein Sudmand and his daughter Rasheen. Pastor Sudmand was a convert to Christianity in 1964 and raised his family in Iran. In 1979, Iran was changed into an Islamic theocracy, which made religions like Christianity illegal. In 1990, Pastor Sudmand was arrested for operating a Christian bookstore and an illegal church. At the time of his arrest, he'd been a pastor for 24 years. In December of 1990, Pastor Sudmand was found guilty and sentenced to death, and he was hanged for his belief in Jesus. His daughter Rashid is committed to following in her father's footsteps as a missionary to the Iranian people. When asked why she followed her father's example, she responded, "Well, of course, what else would I do?" With no Bibles to hand out, she copies pieces of scripture by hand and places them throughout her city, leaves them in taxi cabs, and continues to find ways to be an evangelist in this cold and dark land. The second story is about Pastor Rick Warren. Pastor Rick's father was a pastor and church planner, and when he was dying of cancer and hospitalized, nearing the end of his life, he was laying in bed and was too weak to stand, but still he tried to get up. Pastor Rick and his family told him to relax, but he persisted and wanted to get up. Finally, they asked him, "What do you need? We'll get it for you." And his father proclaimed, "I need to save one more for Jesus." As his father was nearly dying, his dad reached out and touched Pastor Rick's head and proclaimed, "Reach one more for Jesus, reach one more for Jesus." That was a turning point in Pastor Rick's ministry that helped set the tone for the rest of his ministry. These are two examples of how godly fathers set examples in both word and deeds and what matters in life, and their children continued their legacies in the kingdom. Not everyone is called to be a pastor, a martyr, or a missionary, but the example of what a father and mother model and speak in the home has lasting impacts that echo throughout the following generations. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it." I want to thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2, Kingdom Legacies. And if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, share this video, and comment your thoughts below. I appreciate you spending time with us as we learn and grow together. See you next week, and remember, if you're not successful in the things that matter most, then you failed.